Good morning. Nice cold morning. 28 degrees. Gotta get my heater on here. I didn't think I was gonna need it. But anyway, yesterday was working on some material I'm not familiar with. It's got me fooled. I thought it was kid cutting, it wasn't. Thought it might have been the vacuum light, and it wasn't. I don't know, it might be the vacuum light. I fooled in the vacuum light. I thought I was expert on that stuff. I fooled with it for like 20-something years. First person I know to ever sell it. I quarried it out of Parker's mine years ago. We would literally dig holes, drill holes with a jackhammer, about 12 foot deep, and blow it up with black powder. Put black powder in there and blow big old chunks out of the side of the mountain. Never run into it quite like this, but it acts like it. It's got me buffalo. We're gonna make a turkey tail out of this one. The thin's real good. I got it too hot in my kiln. I know that because every bit of it cracked into different pieces. And if you look on this video, first part of the video, you'll see what I'm talking about. Here's a crack in it right here. This was a big piece, and it cracked in 2 or 3 pieces. And some of them would split in pieces like this off of the big one. But what's solid works incredibly good. It didn't have just what I'm trying to say. It didn't have pot lids in it. It just cracked. No pot lid. And the vacuum light will do that. That's why I'm thinking it might be a type in the vacuum light. I just never had the opportunity to see. Come from another area in Arkansas. Different places the vacuum light's found. In Arkansas and other places. One thing I know about it, it comes in many different shapes and forms. The vacuum light's an interesting piece of material. We're just gonna pressure flake this joker out, and I'm probably gonna cut this video off and show you the finished product when I get through with them all. And because I hate watching somebody for an hour sit there and pressure flake. Not much you can explain. Guess you can tell some stories, keep it from being so boring. I'm about out of story. Too many people like my stories anyway. I've had some interesting stories for real when it comes to hunting. I'm not proud of it. Back when I was a kid coming up, they didn't care. Nobody cared to hunt on their property. There wasn't no poster sign. We'd go night hunting for rabbits. Nobody cared about that either. We'd shoot rabbits at nighttime and do things like that we wasn't supposed to. I just put that tip on that pad and broke it off. I put it on there and put pressure on it and didn't realize it. I'm still not strong enough to push these flakes off. It aggravates me, I can't do it. What I used to do. But we went fishing, and this wasn't on purpose, this was an honest mistake. Your fishing license in Mississippi were renewed the 1st of May every year. And it was up to you to renew them and your hunting license. We would forget. We went fishing one day and I'd forgot all about it. It was probably the second week of May, second Saturday of May. I ain't even thought about it. And was in a boat, and it was like wasn't a big lake, wasn't one boat ramp. It had a high bank, about 20 foot. That's high to us. About 20 foot going downhill, and it was sand, and it was real hard to get the trailer down there and get it back out. We had a little old 14-foot aluminum boat, and it was still very difficult, and I had 4-wheel drive. We had a long rope tied onto it, front of it, and we caught we had the limit of bass, maybe not quite the limit, but we had some fine bass. I'm talking about all of them was like 2 to 4 pounds, every one of them, fat as they could be. And we only had a trolling motor, and we headed back to the landing and looked up on top of that bank, and there was 2 game wardens sitting up there. And I knew them, known them for a long time. And they were friends. But anyway, they sitting there watching us. They had the truck parked up there. There's only one truck, but 2 of them. They sitting there watching us. My friend all of a sudden went crazy. He said, "Man, turn around, we gotta get out of here, we gotta get out of here, turn around, we gotta get out of here. Come on, come on." And I was running a trolling motor. I said, "What's wrong with you?" I said, "You lost your mind?" He said, "Man, I just remembered I didn't get my fishing license renewed." And I said, "Oh crap, man, I didn't either." And he said, "Turn around." I said, "Where we going?" It's a dead end down there. If we turn around, they know we're running from us. I said, "Ain't nothing we can do about it." They're sitting there watching us. And they couldn't hear us talk. It's a pretty good ways off. We could see them up on top of that hill, though. So he just was about to have a heart attack. And I just pulled that boat right on up close to the bank. We're getting closer and closer. And I holler, I said, "Hey, Mr. Piazza, how you doing?" His name was Piazza. Pizza, I think. And he said, "I'm doing good, John." I said, "Y'all catch any?" I said, "Man, we wore 'em out." I said, "Dale, hold that stringer up and show 'em all them bass we got." He held that stringer up and he said, "Woo, y'all did good, didn't you?" I said, "Yes, sir." And so they come down to the trailer, and we're pulling up there. You had to get out in the water and wait a little ways, put that rope up on that trailer, because the boat, and crank the boat up on the trailer, because the water was the bank dropped off too steep, what I'm trying to say. And so anyway, they standing up there right at the trailer. We got closer. I said, "Y'all make yourself useful, get your hands out of your pocket." You know, I said, I threw them the rope And I said, pull us up to the trailer. So they had a rope and they pulled the boat up to the trailer. And we get out, I said, Mr. Brown, one of them name was Wilson Brown. The other one was Salvo Piazza. I said, Mr. Brown, Mr. Piazza, I want y'all to meet Dale Gilmore. I said, he's a real good friend of mine. They said, hey, Mr. Gilmore, how you doing? He said, I'm doing all right. And I said, he don't have no fishing license. As we left the house, he said, I don't buy fishing license, no boy. And they got to laughing. He said, Mr. Gilmore, Tuttle's always pulling a joke on somebody, ain't he? He just looked at him. I said, no, check him. I said, he don't know what no fishing license looks like. And they got to laughing again. And they said, look, we got to go. Y'all have a nice day. And they left. He got so mad at me with the cursing me. What the black you doing? You trying to get me put in jail? I said, man, I didn't have no license either. I said, if I hadn't have said nothing, the first thing they would have said in the conversation was, well, I guess you guys got license. And if we'd have said yeah, they said, well, we need to check them. If we'd have said no, we'd got a ticket. They wrote both of us a ticket. And I said, by acting like a joke, and I said, doing what I did, they knew you had a license. And they knew I had one. And I wouldn't have been doing that. So, they went on about their way. They went on down the lake, checked other people. Boy, he was mad. I said, that was the only chance we had of getting out of it. I said, man, that was the only way we would have got out of it. I said, they were friends of mine. I knew them well. I said, but if I didn't have a license, they'd go give me a ticket. I done got blood on this point, I'm sorry for that. I'm on blood thinner and poked a hole in the end of my thumb some kind of way there. But anyway, that was a few times that I did that. And the other time I did it because it worked. And I thought about it. Well, about 5 years later, they had opened up what they call muzzleloading season the first year, black powder. That's how long ago this was. We was at the hunting camp, about 15 of us. And we was gonna go line this creek bank up. And some guys gonna walk down through there. Hopefully they'd run some deer over us. So we parked on the gravel road that runs along this creek on our deer leash, and my friend had a thermos bottle. I didn't have one. And when we left the camp, the president of the camp said, y'all make sure you got your license now. You know, if you're hunting with a black powder, you have to have a special license. Your regular hunting license don't work. And he said, what do you mean? He said, well, you have to have a black powder license. He said, well, nobody told me that. I didn't know that. And they said, well, we don't care if you want to hunt and get caught. Odds are ain't nobody cover out here. But I mean, you're going to pay a fine if you get caught. So anyway, he decided to hunt, and he was with me. He was in my truck. So when we parked to get out, he left his thermos bottle in my truck. And nobody killed a deer. Nobody shot. I knew the hunt was over with. I could hear some of them talking up the road there. So that's all. It was cold, man. It was cold. That's why I'm gonna go crank my truck up. Set it warm up. So when I walk up there, that game board part behind my truck. And it was Mr. Brown. Same one of them that was at the fishing deal. There was two of them over that county, him and Piazza. And I walked right up to the window of the truck. I said, "What are you doing?" He said, "Well, I've seen all these trucks lined up down through here. I figured y'all were making a hunt. And I figured I'd check everything out." And I said, "Well, I'm gonna get in my truck and warm it up." And I said, "Here's my hunting license." I said, "I know you're gonna want to see them." And I said, "I'm gonna go get my truck." I just handed them to him. I went and got my truck. It wouldn't took him 2 seconds to check them. I just walked off. I was gonna warm that truck up. I was cold. And anyway, he checked them, so he gets out and he comes up to the truck. And I said, "Get in." I said, "I done got your truck more." I said, "Let's talk. You ain't got nothing to do." And he got in and I said, "You want some coffee?" He said, "Yeah." Well, that wasn't my coffee. And I said, "There you go. That's on the bottle right there." I said, "Man, I appreciate that." He drank coffee out of it, drank a cup of coffee, sitting there drinking it. And here come my friend walking out of the woods. And boy, when he sees that, he don't know what to do. He walked right out the road there, about 50 yards down, and looks up, and we could see him, and he could see my truck, but he don't see the game warden truck behind mine. And so as he starts walking, he gets about halfway, he can see the game warden truck. So he knows he can't turn around and run. And so he just keeps walking towards her. And I said, "Here comes my buddy." And I said, "I'm gonna play a joke on him." I said, "I'm gonna tell you he don't have no hunting license." And I told him, watch the look on his face. And anyway, he gets up there and I said, "Lonnie Ford." I said, "It's Mr. Wilton Brown." And I said, I told him you didn't have any muzzleloading hunting license, you had regular license. And he told me that he sure would like some coffee. And I told him that was your coffee. And I told him that you'd give him, didn't mind if he had a cup of it, if he would let you go without, because you didn't have no license, he wouldn't write you a ticket. Boy, he was looking at me like, go to you know where. Mr. Brown said, "Mr. Ford, that sure was some good coffee. I appreciate it." He said, "Let me go down there and check these other fellas." They were parked about 100 yards down the road. They started coming out. He said, "Y'all have a good day." He never asked for his license or anything. He got that truck and he let into me. And then I told him about the fishing store and how it worked. He got to thinking about it. He said, "That's pretty slick." I said, "We didn't have nothing to lose." I said, "That's for sure." I said, "He doesn't see my life." And I told him I was going to pick at you. I said, "When you got up there that truck, and we didn't say nothing, first thing he would have done was ask you for your fishing license." I got something burning the stew out of my eyes. I don't know what it is. It just started burning them. I got rub them or do something. I got electric heaters on. I don't know why that would burn my eyes. Whew. Man. Maybe something in this rock I'm working on that I'm not familiar with. Woo! I'm telling you, I can't hardly see. Y'all want to excuse me a minute. I turned that fan on in case there's something in the air going the other way. I don't know what's going on. Might be just my eyes. Man, they burn like an onion. Like I've been cutting an onion. Whew. That hurts. Seems to be easing up. Maybe that fan there helped. Might be something that heater, that electric heater's up to over there. I don't know. Like I say, I'm probably gonna stop this video and just show you the finished product of it. Because pressure flaking is pretty boring sometimes. Watching somebody pressure flake. I think I am gonna cut it off because my eyes are burning real bad. See if I can figure out what's going on. Y'all have a blessed day. I'll be back.